In Africa by coming to Kenya. It is a sign of my commitment, that of France, and the partnership shared by our two countries. This partnership is growing, especially since the visit made by our president in 2019. In the face of major global challenges, we have strong and shared convictions. The proof is in the declaration that we've adopted today with my Kenyan counterpart. We adopted this declaration because together we want to be ambitious in the fight against climate change and the stakes at hand in the long term, especially for global stakes. We're also convinced that the international financial system needs to be reformed. No one should have to choose between eradicating poverty and climate change adaptation. These are two things which we are working on and have been working on for a few years. This is the reason actually behind the Paris Pact for People and the Planet that we signed during the summit held in June last year in Paris, France. President William Ruto remarkably presented the voice of Africa, I dare add. This voice and the voice of Africa was shared in Paris during the summit held last year. Unfortunately, other crises are affecting the world. Together with Kenya, we are in constant dialogue on issues of international peace and security. Kenya strongly and clearly condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine. I would like to commend and thank Kenya for its support in this condemnation, because this war has shaken the continent of Europe and my country. I also applaud the unwavering commitment of Kenya for peace in Africa, notably stabilization of Somalia, initiating a peace process in the Great Lakes, and we discussed at length with my ministerial counterpart, as well as in Sudan. You are participating in the humanitarian conference on Sudan to be held next week in Paris, and I'm delighted with this, and I thank you for your future representation in this high-level meeting. Your efforts are admirable, and I would like to show you that we are giving you our unwavering support. In Haiti, President Ruto decided to make Kenya the lead nation in the multinational security support mission. Alongside Kenya, France is giving financial support to this mission, amounting to 3 million euros disbursed to the United Nations Trust Fund. On this, our efforts are aligned. And we will work in a coordinated manner to have a common analysis of the situation in the country so that we can be efficient in dealing with the crisis. If we are such strong partners, it is also because our economic relations are booming. I said it in the beginning. French companies are increasingly investing in Kenya. This is a good thing. Right now, France is the 5th largest investor in your country, Mr. Minister. Our 140 companies now create more than 34,000 direct jobs in your country. They contribute to flagship infrastructure projects such as the renovation of the Nairobi commuter rail network, which we would like this partnership to continue and increase. I believe in the cooperation we will have here and in the years to come. Our academic and cultural cooperation is also strengthening, whether it's on Kenya's creative and cultural industry, whether it's learning of French by Kenyan youth, whose numbers are on the rise, and this opens them up to job opportunities and also to share Francophone values. We also have partnerships between Kenyan and French universities, notably with Sciences Po, University of Nairobi, and others. I would like, with your indulgence, to thank you on the progress that has been accomplished since 2019 when our president visited Kenya, and it has enabled us to advance on many significant issues. I will end with a word on sports. Since we have spoken about Olympic and Paralympic Games, we will be really happy to welcome Kenya a major sporting nation, for the upcoming Olympic and Paralympic Games in Paris, the town of Miramas in the south of France will host the Kenyan base camp, and it will have a Kenyan house, which will be a window of opportunity to promote Kenya, its culture, and its traditions, including our bilateral relations in France and our presence in these domains. And I would like to speak, since we are talking about sports, I will take this moment and spare a thought for this formidable champion called Kelvin Kiptum. His death at the age of 24 aroused in my country, France, as well as in Kenya, strong emotions, given the measure of his talent, given that he was the world marathon record holder. He was a role model for millions of young people around the world and will forever remain with the Kenyan colors. Mr. Minister, I would like to thank you once more for the warm and helpful discussions that we've had in order to deepen our partnership further. Obviously, France will be on your side in all the domains that we've discussed in the years to come, and we're also counting on you to have a significant performance, especially in the Olympic Games, and make it a success. Thank you.
And we want to thank France for the leadership that they are providing in this matter. The crisis in Sudan is unprecedented. The level of humanitarian crisis is huge, extremely huge, if looked at in terms of the number of people displaced, the number of people going without food, without shelter, without security. It is a serious crisis. And we appreciate the role and initiative of France to bring focus into this area, which has been going on and worsening right under our noses. So we really respect and value the initiative that is being taken by France on this initiative. I think it's very important for humanity. The second issue is just to emphasize that the Haiti program is still on. For Kenya, we made a commitment through our president following the request from Haiti channeled through the United Nations that we give them support in stabilizing the security situation in their country. Of course, in between, the situation got worse, and there is a parallel process that involves the political agenda, where the CARICOM states are trying to put together a transitional leadership, civilian leadership, which would then provide the basis for the deployment of the multilateral support police force that we committed to. We are prepared, our police officers are ready, and we want to do it in conjunction with all players. And therefore, once this other process is done, then we shall be able to deploy at the earliest, since the teams are really ready. And it's in that process that we also hope and trust that we shall also get other nations also who have shown willingness to be part of this process to also come forward. And we really welcome the support, both financial, logistical, and of course sharing very delicate information to make this mission a success from France and other partners. I just want to emphasize to all that, remember, this is a multinational initiative. It's not singular. It's not Kenya alone. It's not France alone. We need everybody on deck to be able to make the Haiti intervention a success.